It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoy's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Olney High School, home of the Tigers. So we're guaranteed one of the Tigers are going to win tonight, Jeff. It's been a rough year for the Olney Tigers, coming in 0-4 on the season. The Tigers at 500 in the conference, and well, they're 3-3. I guess they're 500 outside the conference as well. Playoff dreams hanging on every game from here on out, though.
Yeah, if you followed Paris High School football at all, you know the situation that the Olney Tigers are in. Coming into this one 0-6, looking to play spoiler here. Tigers, they win 2 out of their next 3. They will qualify for the playoffs based on their opponent's record and the point system. So cannot look past this one. You know, they may have been guilty of that, 2 weeks ago against Lawrenceville, kind of looking ahead. But then Mount Carmel was, a big overmatch for us. Got the win last week, so we're back on track to that 300. We get to that 5-win mark, and postseason will once again come to Paris.
The Olney marching band out on the field. They've got the choir down here getting ready to lead us all in the national anthems. We'll pan the camera down there, let you enjoy them, and pause here for a moment for the playing of our national anthem.
We ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the Tiger Battalion posts colors and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem performed by our own RCHS concert choir. The Tiger Battalion consists of Commander Mary Jones, Right Guard Trinity Jackson, American flag Jotham Cox, POW flag Josue Locash, Illinois flag Haley Jackson, and left guard Maya Kovacs.
Just not getting here, so give about another minute before you play yours, okay? Thanks.
It's homecoming tonight from Olney. Hope you enjoyed that national anthem there. I gotta say, Jeff, one of the better performances of the anthem I've heard this year.
Absolutely. Anytime you get students out there singing the national anthem, it sends chills up and down your spine. And, man, this Olney High School choir just did an excellent job, not to mention fireworks.
Well, added touch there. That was unexpected. That's kind of nice.
Absolutely.
Clock ticking away here, just under 7 minutes away from the start of this homecoming contest between Olney and Paris. Looking at keys of victory tonight, well, we've seen Paris be up and down this year, and I think mistake-free ball, that's got to be key number one. Protecting the ball, not making those mental mistakes, keeping the penalties down, just playing a clean game. I think that's got to be our first priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Tigers, when they get in trouble is when they turn the ball over or when they get untimely penalties, and that seems to be their bugaboo this year. Whether it be a false start, whether it be an offside on defense, giving other team a first down, that kind of is what has hurt the Tigers thus far this year. And you look at their record, yeah, it's 3-3, but it's also we played two of the tougher teams. We got Casey coming up, big matchup down in Mount Carmel tonight. Casey and Mount Carmel, that will decide the LIC more than likely. But Tigers are they're averaging 29 points in their wins and only allowing 7 in those wins. But in their losses, they're only scoring 13 points. Granted, a couple lopsided victories or a couple lopsided losses, but in those games they're giving up 42. So, got to take care of the football and it may be a night where you grind it up, on the way down. If you drove down here at all, how bad the wind is coming out of the northwest. And, throwing from south to north is going to be very difficult for the Tigers. They do like to air it out, but where they made their money last week was on the ground.
And they did it with a committee approach. I mean, they had all kinds of guys there in the scoring column for us last week. Had several guys catching passes. We saw Vitale get in on it. We saw Wells get on it. He had some catches too. Ty King had a big game.
Yeah, Rigdon, Burns, both of those guys. Rigdon along with a block punt and recovery. He had a great big week. And, Caleb Brinkley, another senior on this squad, that's kind of unsung. He was forced to come in and do the kicking duties for the Tigers, last week. Long to go with a game-clinching interception at the end of it. So
and then tried to lead us in special teams tackles, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, he had a night, and happy for Caleb.
He kind of took offense, I think, to the fact that they wanted to return the ball he just kicked, and he was going down 25 yards and making tackles on special teams after kicking the ball off. Usually, you see the kicker standing back there, and it's like your safety on kick return, and he was down there getting in the action.
Yeah, so we're going to have to keep Rogers clean tonight. I thought he ran well and managed the pocket really well last week. And to me, I know you touched on in the postgame with Coach Clodfelder, was early on when he was forced and scrambled to his left and threw the ball into the stands. To me, that's kind of a Rogers maturing, and when we need more of that from him. Not every play is going to work. He can't make every play happen. So Drew threw the ball out of bounds, lived to see another down, and we ended up marching down the field and scoring on that one. So a lot of maturity out of Drew, and we've got a three-headed monster in that backfield, and I fully intend for us to just ground and pound it out tonight.
I think you're right. With this weather, it seems like the best option. We got guys that can run it inside. We got some speed on the outside as well, and we're going to have to not give up the big play. That was the killer against Lawrenceville for us. We gave up that one long pass. If we can prevent the big play, because you do that and then you take a long sack or something, if you're looking at 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 16 or something all night, in this weather, I don't think we're going to have the firepower to overcome those long downs. Like you said, if we can run the ball early, pick up 3-4 yards every time, I think we can grind out a lot of positive yards and move down the field.
Yeah, the one thing you can't do, and we kind of touched on earlier, is you just cannot look past this week to next week. Next week is another road trip down to Robinson. Robinson is struggling this year as well, but you cannot look past this one. Much like I feel like we did again in the Lawrenceville game, a game that we should have won at our place, but didn't happen. Got to move on. Got to win these next two, and then take your chances with Casey. If you get 6, you're automatic. 5 is probably going to be automatic for us, but let's take care of the night tonight and head back home, hopefully healthy again, to face the Maroons down there next Friday.
Still sitting about 2 minutes away from the kickoff. Olney won the toss. They will elect to receive. They're going to try and score first and put the pressure on us. Getting ready to come through their tunnel down here on the south end zone.
Yeah,
Paris making their way out right behind them.
Yeah, if you're one of those maybe one in a zillion person that's orange and black colorblind, you're not going to have fun tonight. Olney wearing orange and black as well, orange pants, black shirt, orange lettering. Tigers in their home whites, black pants. So, we're going to say Tigers all night, and hopefully we'll let you guys know between Olney and Paris. But
you mentioned the colorblind thing. I'm trying to think of the guy that was the punter for the Colts for years. Does talk radio and stuff. Now I can't think of
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, that's it.
Shout out.
He's colorblind. He was watching the game on the NFL Network, one of the Thursday night color whatever games they did between the Eagles and the Redskins, I think. So one team was all green, the other team was all red, and everything looked brown to it. The worst possible color combinations for a colorblind viewer. Both teams look the same. Fortunately, tonight we've got black and we've got white. We can tell the difference.
Yeah, Tigers will be on defense. Paris Tigers will be on defense to start things out. Key players for the Olney Tigers, quarterback Jacob Beard. He's a 5'11", 180-pound junior. Also wide receiver Dirk Weiler. He's also a junior. If you look up and down their roster, Olney's only got 5 seniors on their entire roster. They are young, and they're going to be a handful, if they can keep this squad together for the next few years. They got 50 on their roster, so keep those together. They will be a handful down the road, but they're taking their lumps this year. Another wide receiver, Ryan Kirby, wearing number 13. He's a 5'10" sophomore. Brody Runyon also will run in ball. He is the senior. Their kicker is Aiden Wiedner. He is a junior. And the main guy in the backfield tonight will be Jay Sean McKinley, wearing number 88.
Captain's out there at midfield now.
I'm not sure what this is all about. They already did the toss. But
Yeah, that's what I thought.
homecoming, you just never know what's going to happen. Had the homecoming queen out there, or Miss Olney, Miss Richland County.
Probably always be Olney to me.
Yeah. Richland County just doesn't flow out of the mouth.
And East Richland. Is there a West Richland?
Apparently.
Must be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Your officials for tonight's game, Craig Wise, Craig Carr.
Quite the sunset, though, on the background for you tonight. We did that on purpose.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Add some color to the game.
No, we really appreciate you all joining us tonight. Make sure that if you're watching us, obviously, hit that like button and the notification bell so you know whenever we go live. We do cover volleyball as well. We don't have any announcers for that, but we do our best, and Clay does a great job of getting everything set up and bringing that to you for those of you that cannot make it. So make sure you give us a like, a thumbs up, and follow us on Facebook so you know each and every time that we go live.
We do appreciate our listeners. In fact, we want to wish a happy 50th anniversary to Jim and Carolyn Ray. I know they're watching. They don't miss a game. So happy anniversary to them. 50 years. Quite the achievement. Married 1973.
That was a good year. I think I was in second grade that year, but that was a good year.
Man, I wasn't around yet. I still had 3 years to go. A squib kick off to the right side. Gets through the legs.
Boy, and that's become a pattern. 3 out of the last 4 weeks, the opening kickoff has been onside ever since that we got exposed against Lawrenceville. And coaches watch film, and they did that, and I went through the hands. But luckily, there for the recovery was Carson Coleman. Or, excuse me, for Olney was Dirk Weiler. I thought we had a chance. It went through Nolan Seal's legs. But to no avail.
Empty backfield for Olney here to start things off. 3 receivers to the right, now man in motion to the right. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. That's 88, and he'll be stacked up after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, that is McKinley. He will be their workhorse. They'll get him the ball from that side. He's lining up as a receiver to start things off. Give him 3 yards on that first carry.
Make it 2nd and 7 now from the Olney 32-yard line. Got these trends, man. Shotgun, empty backfields, no huddle. The game has changed. Shotgun again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Quick handoff, trying to get around the left end. McKinney again, and he's stacked up out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Should have a first down.
Yeah, just a sweep that time. Braden Rogers on the stop for the Tigers.
Ooh,
Excuse me,
just shy.
Braden Rogers on that stop that time. Yeah, just shy.
Nope, they're going to give it to him.
These officials telling you.
Chains get moved now. They give it to McKinney again up the middle. Drags a couple guys for a gain of about 5.
Got bombs being dropped during the middle of the play. Give him 5 more.
It looks to be their offense so far.
Cohen Brinkerhoff on a stop for the Tigers that time.
Beard fakes it to McKinney, keeps it himself around the right side. He finds a little gap, picks up another 3.
Be 3rd down and short. Long 1, short 2. Call it what you want.
Yeah, I'd call it 2. Big 3rd down for the Tigers here. Stop them on their side of the field, get the ball back. Get some momentum for the defense, kind of sets the trend for you here.
You're 0-6, though. This is probably 2-down territory, I'm guessing, out near midfield.
McKinney again around the right tackle. He's got the first down and a couple more.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem. He's got 20 yards already on 4 carries.
Just over the 50 to the 49-yard line. They don't look to be doing anything too fancy right now.
No, you look at the size of their line. Their left guard is a grown man. But both their tackles doing a great job as well, sealing the end.
McKinney again tries to turn the corner. Curl gets to him and brings him down.
Yeah, first time we called Ethan's name tonight. Won't be the last. He's in on that stop, but 3 more yards for McKinney.
McKinney the lone back in the backfield again, out the shotgun with Burns. Rolling to his left, got some pressure on him, and they get him. A loss back to the just over the 50-yard line.
Calvin rigged a knife and threw the line that time. Be a 4-yard loss for Beard.
Calvin stayed to the outside of the blocker. And as Burns broke containment, he was able to just slide right out and grab him.
Yeah, the previous 5 plays, they've sealed those edges off. They were able to get around that, were Beard and McKinley, but not that time. We'll see how Olney does through the air.
Bunch of receivers out to the right this time, out of the shotgun. 3rd and long, offside. That one's bouncing them back. 5 more. Brandon Mullins, the guilty party.
So now, if they weren't going to throw it, they definitely will now, I'm guessing.
I always have to wonder when you see a wide receiver jump off sides like that if they were coming to him. They get a little amped up or something, a little excited. Tigers showing blitz up the middle. They're going to send Curl. Deep pass down the field. He's open, and it's incomplete. Had a step on the Tigers.
That he did. And that, I don't know what happened there. The receiver got spun around. The ball was in the air a long time, but he had some separation there. But the ball sailed wide. Tigers will get their first possession.
Olney is going with the wind right now. Long fourth down, fourth and about 16. Deep punt. Tigers going to let it go inside the 10.
Boy, you'd like to see the catch there, at least a fair catch. Of course, Andre Calhoun's out there, freshman, young, inexperienced, but you know, the ball falls at your feet. Go ahead and make a grab there. It's could have saved the Tigers about another 10 yards.
They had number 12, Quinn Williams, back there too. Don't think I've called his number yet this year.
Yeah, Quinn got hurt week 2, I believe, and maybe week 3, but now he's back, and he's another weapon for the Tigers on the edge as far as receivers when they go to 3 or 4 wide.
Rogers in the shotgun, sending King in motion, and false start.
Not a good start for the Tigers. A lot of motion there to start with.
Yeah, we did.
One of it was illegal.
We're at the 9, so that'll push us back to like the 4-yard line. Well, that's one of the things we mentioned before the game we didn't want to see was the Tigers having to play behind the sticks like this.
Yeah, you're already backed up in minus territory, then you get half the distance again. Tigers are all in disarray.
Shifting everybody over to the right.
Wells is a lone guy up top.
Hands off right up the middle.
It's Curl.
Gets up near the 10, the 9-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Yep, back to the 9-yard line. So the original line of scrimmage now, 2nd and 10. Curl in the backfield again with Rogers. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rogers takes a snap, hands off to Curl. He's got a hole. Closes quickly and just gets a few.
Yeah, the teams are just starting to key on number 5 now. Curl gets that ball. He can run over 1 guy. He cannot run over 3, though. Give him a couple on that one.
Especially not when that first guy is still hanging on your back.
Exactly. 3rd manageable, though.
It is, 6 yards, ball on the 13-yard line, 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. Rigdon in the backfield now with Curl. Fakes it to Rigdon, fakes it to Curl, looking deep down the field, down the left side. It's, nearly caught.
Boy, Rogers threw that exactly where he had to. The linebacker cut underneath that. Carrick Vitale just unable to haul that one in. And be punting situation for the Tigers. Boy, that's a well-designed play as you had Ty King breaking across on the right side and Vitale just inside of him. He was open briefly. Like I said, good touch on it into the wind.
The best part was Rogers had time to make that throw.
Yes,
The punt just died in this wind.
Yeah, King will down at 37-yard line.
Boy, Olney winning the field position right now. We didn't net much on that one.
Not at all. 21-yard punt. And that may be the best you can do into this win tonight.
I think you're right. 1st and 10 at the 37. Hand off to McKinley. And they're going to blow the whistle here.
Hey, already got him stopped. You hear the whistle. Don't do anything to get a 15-yarder.
Just past the line of scrimmage. You're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line. Just under 6 minutes that is to play here in the first quarter. Two receivers wide each side. McKinley in the backfield with Burns again. Hand off to McKinley. Looking on the right tackle and darts upfield for a few more. Beard, I keep calling him Burns. Jacob Beard, the quarterback.
Yeah, just one pass attempt for both clubs tonight might be, well, like we talked about earlier, it's definitely two-down territory now. So we'll see if it's McKinley for 2 carries or they decide to get tricky here.
Did anybody else touch the ball?
Just Beard. He carried it once.
He's going to keep it himself again, or try to go around the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. It's going to be short of the first down.
Well, good job by the Tigers that time staying home. Beard had a cutback lane, but it was quickly closed. I'll just give him 1 on that.
Give Wells credit for the tackle. And they're going for it again, like you said, 4th and 1.
Hurry up.
McKinley hit in the backfield by Curl. I don't think he got it.
I don't think so either, but I've seen these spots before.
I'm not sure he got a real good spot, though.
He did not.
Nope, not even a measurement. That's going back to the Tigers.
Big stop that time by Ethan Curl. Now the Tigers.
You know, if we could march the ball down the field now and score, that's a moment you bring up with Coach in the postgame show there when you've got this terrible field position and the defense answers with a big 4th down stop.
Yeah, that's drive started at their 38-yard line and went nowhere.
Hand off to Burns, and he cuts up and picks up about 7 or 8 here.
That's the slash ability of Mason Burns. He gets that ball and puts that foot in the ground. He is gone. 7 quick yards from Mason.
Curls the muscle back there. Burns is definitely the speed. Twins to each side. RPO. Rogers makes a guy miss and still dancing his way up for a first down.
Boy, good read and a good move that time by Drew to get the Tiger first down, their initial one of the night. I think he got a first down either way, if he handed it off to Mason or if he kept it himself. It's a good decision.
Kept it himself, and if he hadn't made that guy miss in the backfield, it'd been a loss. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rogers hands it off and loses the ball in the backfield. I think Paris got it back.
Yeah, we did recover it. Will Moody on the, I believe that's Will.
Cohen Brinkerhoff, I think, 55.
On the recovery. Good heads-up play that time by Cohen. But a big loss.
Yeah, I'm playing behind the sticks again. It's what we got to avoid. We're going to need a big 2nd down to make 3rd down manageable. 2:58 here in the first quarter, scoreless game.
Yeah, and those are the kinds of play when you're 0-6 that you don't fall on that football. You know, you get the break of getting the ball on the ground, but you don't recover it.
Trips to the left, looking over that way. Screen pass and dropped.
And complete right in the hands, in and out of the hands of Calvin Rigdon.
He would have had his hands full if he caught it, though. They were bearing down on him.
Yeah, not much room.
Big 3rd down. Rogers looking to his right. Now to his left. Tucks it down.
Not going to make 16 there.
No.
No gain out on that one. So not a sack, but no gain. Tigers going to force, or are forced to punt again. Gabe Rouse to do the honors.
Let's see if he can catch a lull in the wind here. Gets the kick off. Higher kick this time. A little better bounce. Got him over the 40 this time, down to the 36.
Is down on the 36-yard line. Where Olney will
If you like ugly football, you come to the right place.
It may
At
be
least
tonight.
first quarter.
Folks, tonight we'd like to welcome the class of '85. They're in attendance tonight. Give them a big round of applause.
Class of '85. Boy, those are old people, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I'm a member of that.
I thought so. McKinley again up middle, hit at the line.
Still didn't get him on the ground. Luckily, the whistles blew. They're going to get him a yard on it.
No, more than that. Well, now they're coming back.
I'm going to give him one.
Spots the ball at the 38-yard line. Beard sends 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McKinley in the backfield with him. And hands it off to McKinley again, and he's got some speed, but he's getting hit right at the line of scrimmage each
Calvin
time.
Rigdon was pancaked on that. While he was on the ground, reached out and grabbed the shoelaces of McKinley for that stop. So great play by Calvin.
Got to stay with it.
Got to stay with the play of the whistle, right?
For Olney from their 42-yard line.
Long snap count. Trying to draw us off sides, I think.
We have done that.
Hands off, McKinley up the middle again. Should have the first down.
Yeah, fell across the line, the marker that time.
That wind is whipping in this booth. I apologize if I shake the camera any tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what the temperature is, but the wind chill is cold.
Yeah, that it is. They're not going to take advantage of the wind. They're going to let this quarter run out. They might get one more off.
Now they're going to have to. I think the play clock down to 5. Tigers hustle up. I don't think they were expecting another play either. And off to McKinley. Off the right tackle, pick up about 4. And that's the end of the first quarter. Olney nothing, Paris nothing. And we'll be back in just a moment with second quarter action right after this on the Paris Sports Network.
Farm Credit Illinois is a proud supporter of the Paris Tigers athletes and the surrounding farm families. Farm Credit blocks appraisal costs and lender fees and defends our borrowing members with free repricings as the market allows. Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed and let us help lead your agricultural business to victory. Best of luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Second quarter action ready to get underway. A fresh 12 minutes on the clock. I'm BJ Pheasant alongside Jeff Chambers. And a scoreless game so far. It's not been a pretty game to this point.
No, it's McKinley's show. He's already up to 12 carries for 42 yards for the Olney Tigers. Paris Tigers have only ran 8 plays of offense.
Beard keeps it himself. He's dropped in the backfield. That's a loss.
Yeah, that'll be a loss of 2 for Beard. We'll make it 3rd and long now, 3rd and 9-ish. No score from the KZ Mount Carmel contest. We'll try to keep you updated on that throughout. For those of you that are interested.
I'm interested.
Same.
It's been a fun one to watch. They're down in that pit. I wonder if the wind affects it as much down in that hole there at Mount Carmel they play in. Beard looking to chuck the ball down the field. Now scrambling out, still holding the ball. And finally attempts it to number 80. Derek Steele.
That pass was going to be, if Steele was going to catch that ball, Ty King was going to be right there to pick that off and maybe take it to the house. Ty King with a great jump on that. And we'll see how their punter does into this, I don't even know what you call it, 20-mile-an-hour wind probably, if it's any at all.
Number 11, Ty King, and 12, number 13, Andre Calhoun.
Or 30 yards deep. I don't think he can get it that far.
I don't think so. They're starting to creep up. Is King and Calhoun now. There's the snap. High, bounces straight up. Tigers getting out of the way. And Olney will down it. Boy, my fear when they go straight up like that and the wind kills it is where's it going to bounce when it hits the ground? Everybody's got to get away and communicate.
Yeah, it's a fire drill, right? Or get the heck out of the way, whatever you want to do. But Tigers with their best field position of the night. Their third possession.
It's only at the 38. Hand off to Burns. Toppled over after about a 1-yard gain. Well, maybe 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Or 3, 2nd and 7. 3 receivers to the near side. Out of the shotgun, Rogers hands it off again. Burns trying to get to the corner. Runs out of bounds, and it's going to be just shy of the first down. Pretty good gain there.
Yeah, we'll give him 5 on that. It's going to be 3rd and a long 2, probably, maybe 3.
He actually picked up a whole lot more than I thought he was going to. As the play started to develop, I thought they were going to get to him a little quicker than that. Use that speed to turn the corner.
Yeah, if you don't know Mason Burns, he is deceptively fast. He may not, I mean, he may look up, but he may not. Speed is not my game, but once he gets that edge and gets that left foot in the ground, man, he can turn it up with anybody.
Hand it off to him again, right up the middle. Trying to push his way up, and he's going to be short of the first down.
We're going to give him a favorable spot. We'll see what Coach Claude does here.
4th and 1 on your side of the field. Might be keeping the offense in.
Yeah, it's a statement. I think you go for it. You got Curl in the backfield now. Rigdon ahead of him. I don't think.
No, Rigdon's going to line up over in the slot. Stay in the shotgun again. They're trying hard count here and draw them off sides.
Yeah, it's hard to do with 18 seconds left on the play clock, though.
Nope, they're going to go ahead and run it, give it to Curl. And he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Everybody in both stands knew exactly where that football was going. If they decided to snap it, they did. And turnover on downs. Olney now has the ball for the second time on the Tiger side of the field.
Olney will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from the Paris 43-yard line.
Credit to all these fans that came out tonight for homecoming. Everybody had to find their earmuffs and their winter coats, and well,
yeah, it's definitely a 3-season day.
it is. They
the
had on
Midwest.
their flip-flops and shorts yesterday.
And even this morning.
Even this morning, yeah.
By number 55, Breakerhoff.
Ganley's going to lose a yard on that one.
No gain on the play. Will bring up a 2nd and 10 for Olney.
Ball in the Paris 43, just over 9 minutes to play in the half. The wind is howling out of the shotgun, empty backfield. Beard concentrating on the left side, throws it deep. Incomplete.
Beard's got a strong arm. That was 40 yards into the teeth of the wind.
Ooh.
And just actually overthrew his receiver. So good strong from Jacob Beard.
I think you anticipate that wind. Maybe you muscle up a little too much.
Neither team with a completion tonight.
Beard out of the empty backfield again. Screen pass incomplete.
Yeah, you know, throwing into the wind, you get the ball, to get the wind underneath that ball, any kind of air underneath it, it's just going to float. Luckily, there was not a Paris Tiger there, if you're an Olney fan, to house that one.
Punt team coming out.
Punt for Olney. King and Calhoun. Each for the Paris Tigers.
Ty King and Andre Calhoun out there at around the 10-yard line. And it takes another Olney bounce. And they've had the Tigers backed up all night tonight.
Yeah, we just creeping back. We're starting on our own 14-yard line this time.
Down there by the Tigers. Olney. Paris.
Like even our mics are picking up a little wind noise tonight.
Yeah, it's blowing right in that corner and just smacking me right in the jaws. It's all right. We'll make it.
Man in motion for the Tigers. Give it to him on the sweep. That's King. Spin move, makes a guy miss and tries to cut back up. Well, credit to him for running hard, but had nowhere to go there.
Yeah, white jerseys everywhere that time for Olney.
By several Olney Tigers. Call no gain on the play will bring up second and 10.
2nd and 10 for Paris.
From their own 12-yard line.
Officially at the 12-yard line. They'll send 2 guys each side. Fakes it to Curl, keeps it himself up the middle. He's got a hole,
Great
runs
read.
right into a guy and loses the ball.
Dog it.
Oh, they're going to give it to the Tigers.
Yeah, not Calvin Rigdon, who's on the bottom of that pile.
They'll have enough for a first down.
Rogers recovered it.
Either that or they ruled him down, I'm not sure.
I don't think he was down, but a Tiger definitely covered that. But he did get 11 on first down for the Tigers, and a great read on that read option.
Gives it to Curl this time through there. Pretty good game for Ethan.
Yeah, you get Curl off tackle, he's a whole lot better than he is just running right into the meat of that line. We'll give him 6 on that one.
No huddle for the Tigers. Hurry up offense. They're going to fake the handoff. This time it goes to Rigdon. Tripped up shy of the first down.
Calvin's first carry, close to first down. It'll be a couple yards short.
3rd and less than a yard. Under 7 minutes to go. Rogers in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off, and Curl again hit in the backfield.
Everybody in Richland County knows where it's going on 3rd or anything in short. It's going to number 5, and he's getting tripped up before he even gets back to the line of scrimmage. No chance to get momentum. Tigers keep their offense out there again.
Well, now they're going to send in the punt team, which consists of
Gabe
one
Roush.
player. Roush comes in, Curl goes out.
Now they're only 20 back, so we'll see. He can definitely kick it over their heads.
Launches one.
Ooh. Early whistle on that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if he'd even recovered it when the whistle blew.
He didn't. But Weiler falls on it. No harm done. Olney will take over once again. Their 5th possession of the game.
Not a lot of first downs tonight, not a lot of yards to speak of for either side.
Yeah, we'll get to some commercials here. This game's just moving so fast. We're a quarter and a half deep, and it's not even 7:30 yet.
Empty backfield. Now McKinley sliding back over there next to Beard. Beard's going to keep it himself to the left.
Carson Coleman tracked him from behind.
Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
If he did, that's all he got. Coleman coming off his nose tackle spot. Chased Beard down. We'll give him nothing on that one.
Yep, no gain. Coleman's got his work cut out because those offensive linemen down there are big boys.
They big.
5.5 minutes to go. 3 receivers to the right this time. Gives it to McKinley. Hitting the backfield.
That man again.
Yep.
Carson Coleman riding him down for a loss this time.
He's a lot smaller than those offensive linemen, but I don't think they can keep up with him.
Well, it's those wrestling skills that Carson has. You get him down low to the ground, and man, he's just going to race around those big bodies. Man, he does that well.
He'll be down there on all four, just skirting around him. It's fun to watch. Long third down. Looking to pass down the left side, scrambling now to his right. He's going to keep it himself and should have the first down.
Yeah, Beard will pick up 12, and it'll be an only first down.
Well, a big opportunity for Paris there, and just a broken play.
Yeah, juke the Tiger defender. He would have came down well short of the yard to gain. Made that one move, and that's all it took.
Beard in the shotgun, hands off to a new running back up the middle. Picks up a couple and gets squished. Talon Deere on the tackle for the Tigers.
Brody Runyon, the ball carrier. His first touch of the night. Give him one.
He'll stay in the backfield with Beard. And Beard will keep it himself, trying to go up the middle. Picks up a few.
He's a shifty fella.
Yes, he is. I said a few, it ends up with like 7. Yeah, maybe not 7. What was it? 5, because it wasn't 2nd and 10. So 3rd down and 4 with the ball on the Paris 48-yard line. Up the middle they go again.
Well, Curl picked him up and carried him across the first down marker. McKinley. 5 more for him on his 15th carry of the night. And it's still first half.
Well, now the clock kind of becomes a friend of ours. 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes to play, 1st and 10. Run this clock down before half. McKinley, nope, Beard kept it himself.
Coleman on the stop, Robert Wells on the stop that time from his corner spot. Not before he got 5, though. Good drive this time for the Olney Tigers.
Coleman and Deere have been rotating there at the nose tackle position. Talk about a skill change there.
Yeah, not to mention the size.
Tigers showing some pressure. They're bringing it. Screen pass to the right. And he runs right back into everybody.
That's going to be a pretty sizable loss on that pass play. Loss of 7.
Wow. Might have lost yards even if he hadn't run backwards, but it wouldn't have been 7. Ball on the 45-yard line. The empty backfield, everybody moving around there. Tigers showing pressure again. McKinley in motion. They fake the sweep to him.
And
Nope.
incomplete, out of bounds.
Well, that happened right in front of us. I couldn't make that call from up here.
Well, I couldn't because I was trying to keep the camera from falling off the ledge here, but I missed it.
Derek Steele stands at 6'4". He used every bit of that. He thought he had his toes in. Official thought otherwise. Official wins that one. High snap.
Real high.
Oh,
Wells blocks it.
he almost jumped over that kick. Wells with a block and Ethan Curl with the recovery.
Got there too soon.
He did. He absolutely did.
It'll be Paris ball, 1st and 10 from the Olney 43-yard line.
Well, now the clock's not such our friend. Minute 10 to go.
We got all of our timeouts, though, and the win at our back, so maybe we can sneak 3 out of this somehow.
Give it to Rigdon.
Or
He's got
6.
a big gain up the middle.
Or 6. Go, Cal.
He's in.
Calvin in for the touchdown, 43-yarder. He is notorious for a 1-yard drive. You know that?
He is.
That fella.
Touchdown.
That'll get the lid off of things. Calvin with a 43-yard touchdown sprint. Don't have to worry about the clock now.
How about a momentum swing there? Olney moving the ball down the field.
Boy, you're right.
The screen pass sets him back, an incompletion, big block punt, and a big run, and momentum on the side of the Tigers now. King to kick the extra point. The hold is down, the kick is up, but it's good. All right, about a minute to go in the first half. Paris up 6 over Olney. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Paris up 6-0. Just a minute to go left in the first half. And it's going to be Wells kicking off.
Boy, nothing. Block punt recovery for the Tigers, even though it was 4th down, but a 1-yard touchdown run. Calvin had a 75-yarder as well last week.
Pretty decent return here for Olney, out up to the 30-yard line.
Don't have a feeling that Olney has a 1-minute offense, especially not having to go 60-plus yards.
Well, they come back with that play that they ran earlier where they had him wide open down the sideline. Just overthrew him.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Beard can throw the ball. He can throw it out-throw the coverage. So we'll see what they decide to do here.
And they had a guy way behind the quarterback. Now they'll scoot him out to the left side. Look for that screen pass, fakes. Oh, throws like a 2-yard hitch pattern. And now calls timeout.
Yeah, Seals caught that one. Faked the screen and threw a bullet right in the belly of Seals. I'll give him 2 on that one.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. We'll go ahead and keep it right here for this timeout with 46 seconds to go in the half.
Only still in the minus department as far as passing yardages go. 2 completions for -5.
That's hard to do.
It's not easy. Not getting a score yet from the KZ Mount Carmel game, just showing first quarter, so we'll try to keep you updated on that as we get them.
Moving right along here. That's pretty good because we'll have a little longer halftime for homecoming.
And a little longer drive.
That is true. Into the wind, too. Got that going on. Kind of the pistol formation this time. Out pattern. Complete and looking for a first down.
Yeah, a nice little pitch and catch there that time. Steele with a 10-yard gain.
That'll be enough for an Olney Tiger. First and 10.
Only in the plus side as far as receiving goes.
42 seconds on the clock. Beard looking to his left, throws a deep fade.
We're going to pick that.
Almost had it picked off twice.
Boy, Quinn back there. That's what Quinn brings. He brings you length and speed. He had a better chance of catching that than the Olney receiver did. Fortunate for Olney, that's not intercepted.
Stops the clock with 36 seconds.
Second down for the Tigers of Olney. Second and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
One thing Beard does when he drops back, he sets his eyes on his receiver and stares him down.
Yeah, he's not looking at anybody else.
Has to tuck this one down and run. Finally throws it away, and it's incomplete.
You know, Olney may just give us enough time to run something as well. We still got all 3 timeouts. Could get the ball back around the 25-second mark.
Well, we could. They punt into the wind. If they don't get 20 yards out of it, maybe we got a chance to run a couple plays.
Yeah, we block another one.
That is true.
Averaging 1 a game over our last 2. Tell you how stats lie.
Tigers are out of position there a little bit, scrambling around. And that's just thrown out into no man's land.
So an 18-second drive that time is all that Olney could muster.
And no yards.
And no yards.
Not that, no, they had a first down.
They did. First, the initial play, you're right.
Number 13, Ryan Kirby in.
Looking for a big return here from Ty King. Grandma and Grandpa's anniversary.
That's right.
Ooh, I think they jumped.
False start. Yep.
On the play, full start on Olney. And the words are out.
That'll back them up 5 yards. Replay fourth down. They got max protect on. They got 3 guys back there guarding the punter.
Yeah, it did not work for him last time. But that snap is just taking forever to get back to the punter.
He's snapping it with the wind even.
That's better.
And out of bounds. Gonna mark it around the 35.
So see if Coach Clodfelder is content with a 7-0 lead or if he wants to take another shot or 2 here. 19 seconds, definitely have enough time to run a few plays.
Oh, we scored on the last one and we didn't take a shot, so.
That is correct. I'm in favor of Calvin getting it, see what he can get, and then take our chances.
Well, he's back there with Rogers now. Little slant, complete for the Tigers.
That's to Vitale. Coach Claude will call time.
Pass complete to number 2, Mason Vitale. Back there by number 11. Nolan Seals.
Give him 7 on that.
Timeout, Paris.
Drew Rogers' first completion of the night. First time out for the Tigers. Like we mentioned earlier in the pregame, the Tigers will head to Robinson next week before wrapping the season up. Hard to believe. Against Casey. That will be senior night. That will be the final home game of the season. And we are all hoping the Tigers go in that one with a 5-3 record.
Yes, we are. "11 seconds left here before halftime.
Olney not exactly playing prevent here.
No, they're not.
Wells is out here on an island.
One safety deep.
He's on the opposite side of the field.
He didn't have a lot of time. Rolling down the right side. Throws a bomb.
Oh,
It's complete.
It.
Timeout, timeout.
Time has elapsed.
Oh, it's the end of the quarter.
I don't feel like that was an 11-second play.
Big pass completion to Ty King. Moves the ball down to the 15-yard line. 7-0 here from Olney. You're watching Paris Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
It's halftime here at Olney High School. The Tigers on top, 7-0. Thank you everybody for sticking around with us tonight. Hopefully it's a little warmer where you're watching the game at than where we are.
Yeah, that's for sure. Halftime festivities, they got the king and queen crown, so we got that out of the way. Now the band is going to come out and do their performance. Still 14 minutes left here. So we'll run down some stats for you real quick. First off, for the Olney Tigers, no score. They were guilty of 2 penalties for a total of 10 yards. Rushing the football, McKinley, the big guy for them, 15 carries, 45 yards. Beard adding 8 carries for 21, and Runyon with 1 carry for a yard. Beard has completed 3 passes for 5 yards in the game. Olney has had the ball 5 times, has not scored on any of them. For your Tigers, nothing much doing for the first 22 minutes of this one, but that final minute and 16 seconds brought a lot of fireworks. We'll get to that here in a second. Calvin Rigdon leading the way, 2 carries. The big one coming with 1:16 left as he took it to the house and 43 yards away for the score. He's got 45 yards total. Drew Rogers carried the ball 3 times for 18 yards. Ethan Curl 5 totes for 13, and Mason Burns has also carried the ball 5 times for 9 yards. Rogers has completed 2 out of 4 passes for 53 yards. The big one at the buzzer going to Ty King for 46. Another completion to Carrick Vitale for 7. Tigers have also had the ball 5 times, including that last drive. They started with 35 seconds left. They have not committed a penalty, though, in this one. Had the ball on the ground a couple times, lost one of them. So as far as the penalties go, we've got that cleaned up. Just got to keep possession of that football. We've been fortunate when the ball's been on the ground to recover it 2 times. One time we didn't, but it did not lead to any points. We do have an update from Mount Carmel. Casey is up 12-6 in the second quarter. So
wow.
Yeah, very surprising. The Casey team is definitely for real. We talked about it on the way down. They've only given up 6 points all year, and that was to Newton's second string with Mount Carmel's second string in there as well. So their first legitimate first-team points came tonight down at the Snake Pit at Mount Carmel. But Casey's on top, 12-6, second quarter.
Well, I guess if you have any doubters, taking on a team like Mount Carmel will silence those in a hurry.
Absolutely, especially down at their place. We know their history, and we know how good they are this season as well. Yeah, definitely the winner of that game deserves the LIC no matter what happens, and that's probably the way it's going to happen.
About 11 and a half minutes here in the halftime show. The Olney marching band set now to entertain the fans. I doubt the homecoming court had these temperatures in mind when they picked out their dresses and attire.
Yeah, they went to get those dresses when it was 80, and it felt good, and then they come out here tonight, and it's high 40s, and yeah, those girls were freezing for sure. We'll run through some more commercials here from our sponsors, and if you'd like to be a part of our team, there's still time to get on board. We got basketball coming up next month, and that's when it absolutely gets crazy. We'll have 5 to 6 games a night for you, as well as getting in here for the final 2 weeks of football, and hopefully a playoff game at the end of this month. But we'll hear from our sponsors right now and be back on the Paris Sports Network.
Farm Credit Illinois is a proud supporter of the Paris Tigers athletes and the surrounding farm families. Farm Credit blocks appraisal costs and lender fees and defends our borrowing members with free repricings as the market allows. Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed and let us help lead your agricultural business to victory. Best of luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Farm Credit Illinois is a proud supporter of the Paris Tigers athletes and the surrounding farm families. Farm Credit blocks appraisal costs and lender fees and defends our borrowing members with free repricings as the market allows. Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed and let us help lead your agricultural business to victory. Best of luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
It's still halftime here at Olney. I'm BJ Pheasant alongside Jeff Chambers. The Tigers on top 7-0 after a fairly uneventful first half until the last minute or so.
Yeah, very
2 minutes.
Yeah, very fast-moving first half. Hoping for the same in the second. Tigers with a big strike coming at the 116 mark. Calvin Rignan took the handoff from Drew Rogers. 53 yards to the house, outrunning everybody, and that's the difference in this one.
You know, the first half last week was all Drew Rogers. He was out there just throwing dimes up there, hitting people right between the numbers, making great decisions. And in the second half, it was the running game kind of took over, and got the job done for us, and today it's just rough out there. You can tell they're cold and kind of stiff there in that first half. The wind is howling.
Yeah, absolutely. And Olney just averaging 12 points a contest, so the Tigers get another score here. That'll be a big hill for them to climb in order to get back in this one. But, yeah, all Tigers so far, mistake-free football, as far as penalties go. But, hopefully it's more of the same. We get the ball to start the second half, and after school song plays for Olney and getting 3 more minutes on the clock, Tigers at the south end of the track, and here comes Olney out of their locker room.
Bet the guy in that Tiger costume's warm.
He might be the only guy out here that is warm.
I bet. It's about time. He's probably lost weight all year sweating in it. Paris just now making their way out of the locker room. They're coming onto the field along with Olney.
And still halftime down at Mount Carmel. Casey holding a 12-6 lead over the Golden Aces on their home field. No other scores to report around the LIC. Robinson is at Newton. And the game tomorrow will feature Lawrenceville at Marshall at 1 o'clock. Tigers will wrap up their regular season. They travel to Robinson for their final home trip of the season before playing host to the KZ Westfield Warriors in Week 9.
Hard to believe, just 2 weeks left. Well, next Friday is the end of the first quarter, believe it or not. The year's flying by.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick, don't listen to your parents or your grandparents growing up, how quick it goes. But, this is Week 7, and it seemed like it, just started. We had pigskin, yesterday, it seemed like.
Every official out there was waving their arms to start the clock. They're cold. And you can tell it's homecoming when halftime ends and the stands start clearing out.
Yeah, it's it's not just Paris; it's everywhere.
Yep.
The way that works. It's a shame for the players because they're out there, busting their tails, doing everything they can to entertain. And I understand people are here for different reasons, for band, for whatever, for court, but we've all been, if you're a Tiger fan, you've lived in the last 50 years, you're kind of, you know what, you feel their pain.
That you do. We've been in those winless seasons.
Yeah, and just 2 wins a year ago, and it seemed for all the world like we were in the same boat they were. Just like, can the season get over? A lot of key injuries, kind of shortened our season. Shortened any chance of us having a successful season, but yeah, this year's different. Everybody's healthy. I know Maddox Hutchings is missing this one after he he had a leg injury last week. Not exactly sure what it was, but he did have a leg injury. Not back there, and your starting quarterback, Drew Rogers, is back there playing his spot. So, he's out there for, 60-plus plays on this evening. Not as bad when it's 40-plus degrees out, but, when it's 80, it kind of takes its toll on you. But good kudos to Drew. He's doing a great job out there from the safety spot.
Safety position, that's one that kind of requires the head of a quarterback sometimes. So he's the perfect guy to be doing that. Just around a minute now before the start of the second half.
And just 80 yards of total offense in the first half for Olney. Tigers are up over the 100-yard mark with that 46-yarder, and Tigers have just had horrible field position in this one. Started one drive at their own 6, another one at the 33 of Olney, but were not unable to advance it there. Started at their own 14, and at the Olney 43 for the touchdown run by Calvin Rigdon. Boy, when you got a 20-minute halftime, you hope there's a lot of action to talk about in that first half, but there just really wasn't.
There wasn't, no.
So we're stretching and we're talking a lot. Never mind us. The game's about to start back up here in about 20 seconds. And
McKinley left, McKinley right, McKinley left. At least we hand it to a few different people, and mix it up a bit.
Yeah, only Tigers touched the football in that first half. See how the Tigers come out, whether they're aggressive or they want a long, sustained drive to start out this third quarter.
I'd take both.
Either or. Yes, I'm with you.
So Paris will get the ball to start the second half after we kicked off to start the game. And we should have the wind as well at our backs here in the third quarter. Hopefully we can take advantage of that.
If you're watching the clock, or the scoreboard app is not working, the scoreboard itself is working, but the clock and the down and distance isn't. But BJ will do a good job of keeping you apprised on that.
All right.
We got a couple guys standing on the 10, and that ball will never reach the 10-yard line.
He's really going to have to get a foot into it to do that.
Number 13, Calhoun, and number 11, King deep for Paris. Here we go, Tiger fans. The second half.
No, nowhere near the 10. And a short return out around the 26-yard line.
Andre Calhoun on the return for the Tigers.
Excuse me. Andre Calhoun on the return. Number 74, Seamus Shipton Company on the tackle for Olney. Paris will put it in play first.
Let's see what the Tigers come out with here on first down. Rogers out of the shotgun, takes a low snap, has to keep it himself, and only picks up a couple yards.
Something out of nothing that time for Drew. Good hands to keep that ball in front of him.
Watching him mature as a quarterback and knowing when to fall on it, when to pick it up.
Yeah, he's really made strides here in the last 2 to 3 games. Really managed it well last week, in addition to throwing for a bundle of yards.
Screen pass out to Wells. Runs outside the blockers, and a short gain out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got to get 9 involved, more involved in that passing game. Remember last year, the middle seam was all his, and he had a field day in the last half of the season, and he just got a handful of grabs this year. But that one is good for, we'll give him 5.
Ball spotted at the 32. Rogers takes a snap, fakes it to Curl and keeps it himself. He's got a big gain up the middle for a first down.
Great read, no dancing that time from Drew. Just bulldogged his way ahead for 8 yards. And Tiger first.
Kind of went by everybody as they were standing still. You look a whole lot faster when they're not moving. .55 to go in the third. First and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. King coming in motion all the way across. I fake the jet sweep to him. Screen pass to Curl, and he's got running room.
Great design. Great design, 20-yard pass to Curl.
You mentioned great design. Everybody bid on that sweep.
Yeah, everything going left, and Curl just bleeding out there in the flat to the right. Little pitch and catch that time.
Hands it off this time. Burns loses the ball. Olney's, nope, Paris got it back.
Boy, oh boy.
Ty King, nope, that's Calvin.
Right man, right spot again.
Man, that was Olney's ball. That was theirs for the taking.
That's the difference between 0-6 and having
anything
a
else.
Successful season.
Yeah. The ball just not bouncing their way. We'll take it. Okay, break for the Tigers. It brings up 2nd and 10. Snap gets away. Picks it up. Dashes back up the middle. Loose ball again. This time Olney gets it.
You keep playing with fire, Scarecrow, and it's going to get you eventually. That's the 4th time the Tigers have put the ball on the ground tonight. This time it is recovered by Olney.
Fireworks going off.
Getting closer.
9.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Olney at their own 31. Beard looking down the left side. He's sacked.
Cohen Brinkerhoff in on that sack. Big loss.
Gonna make it 2nd and 14. Pushes the ball back to the 28-yard line. Beard looking out to his right side, going to keep it himself and scramble out around the 38, 39-yard line.
Yeah, gets back to 3rd and manageable now, 3rd and 5-ish. Pick up a 7 that time by Beard. He's up to 23 yards on 10 carries.
3rd and about 4 or so from the 38. Paris showing blitz. They're coming. Pass well short.
That's probably a 15-yard square out, but thrown into that wind, that ball only went about 12. And that'll be incomplete. 4th incompletion in a row from Beard. So no harm done on that turnover. But the trend, the last 2 times the Tigers touched it, they put the ball on the ground. Last 2 plays, lost the second one. Ball security is important.
Paris coming after the block again, not going to get there. A good Olney roll down to the 35-yard line. This quarter starting off a little slower. Still 8.5 minutes to go.
So second possession for the Tigers. They drove it deep last time down to the 25-yard line. Or down to the 35-yard line before turning it over. Ball's on the ground again.
Rogers picks it up and just chucks it.
Oh.
And it falls incomplete.
Boy, that could have been a disaster that time.
Yes, it could have.
All it is an incompletion, 2nd and 10. Well, last 2 times we come down to Olney, it's just been raining sideways. Tonight, yeah, we got the wind. That's a factor, and then a little bit of chill in the air, but still, that ball's been on the ground way too much tonight if you're a Paris Tiger fan.
Yes, it has. Fake the curl, then I'll throw it to him down the sideline. Steps out of bounds just shy of the first down. It's going to depend on the spot here.
9-yard pitch and catch that time. I was watching the lineman, and boy, we had a lineman way downfield that time. Luckily, it wasn't called.
The officials haven't called a lot tonight. They haven't been real picky.
Nothing on Paris.
Timeout for measurement. $8:17 to go here in the third quarter.
They're in the third quarter at Mount Carmel. Score still remains KZ 12, Mount Carmel 6.
If he doesn't get it, you're only no more than an inch away. You got to go for it, I think.
We haven't been real successful on 3rd and 4th and short.
That is true. We
tonight,
have not.
So
we have not.
Hopefully that chain is just short enough. Can't pull any tighter.
Got it.
Got it. So a fumbled snap that could have been a 25-yard loss doesn't happen. Next play is a 10-yard pitch and catch from Rogers to Curl. 1st and 10 Tigers out in their midfield.
They'll have the ball at the 34-yard line. Battalion King out to the right. Wells to the near side. Rogers hands it off to Curl. Up the middle for a few.
Give the big senior 4 yards. He's up to 17 on the night on 6 carries. And it's no bowl when number 5 gets it. He might veer off a yard or two, but no more than that. He's going to lower those big shoulders and get as much as he can. He got 4 that time.
Ball spotted at the 48-yard line. He's still in the backfield now. Trips to the left. Rogers hands it off to Curl. Spinning and dragging guys past the 50.
Boy, and big number 61 had both paws on that football, trying to wrestle it away. Did Evan Gilbreth.
After a couple of fumbles, the defense starts smelling blood.
Boy, they do. And Curl wrapped that one up nicely, kept a hold of it, gained 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and a little bit of distance here. 4.
Third and 4. Rogers down set, takes a snap.
Got him. Got Ty.
Scrambles out.
Nice.
Oh,
that's late.
No flag on that. He was starting to slide, but he caught him just at the beginning of the slide. Those are touchy, but he scrambles for a 1st down.
Yeah, I was just going on the high hit, not so much the lateness, but just the highness of it. Miswording, but 1st down. Drew bounced back up as he has all year.
You can't doubt his toughness. He's taken a lot of shots this year.
There's Mason. Go Mason.
Burns.
Always falling forward is Mason Burns. He's going to pick up 11.
I moved the camera too far. I was ready for more.
It'll come. He will bust one here before the night's over.
I didn't want to have to be jerking there when he broke the long one, so I jumped a little too far ahead. 1st and 10 now. Ball at the 32. 6:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Burns again. Off the right tackle. Tries to turn the corner. And there's a flag.
Yeah, you could see that one. If you're watching at home, you could definitely see that hold on the play. Burns didn't need it, but it happened anyway. First penalty of the night against the Tigers. Which is something we haven't said in the second half yet this year.
No,
Tigers
we haven't.
have committed their share of turnovers. Just the first one of the game.
First and 20 now for the Tigers. Ball at the 42-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Carter Kripp is in here on the left side.
3 receivers to the right. Burns now shifts over to the right. Quick pass out to the right side to King. He scoots down the sideline for a good gain. Still fighting.
Still going. He's a dog. He got 18 out of that.
It wasn't going down easy.
18 on that for Ty King. When probably should have went for 7 or 8.
Short. 2nd down for Paris now.
Puts Rogers over the century mark. 105 on the evening.
Down to the Olney 25. Trips to the left this time. Fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle again, following his blockers. Trying to get to the outside. Cuts inside again.
Yep, another hold.
Another hold down at the 10-yard line.
Doggone it, that was too far down the field to get that call. He'd already got the first down and a lot more, but
10, 20, should still be a first down though, right?
yeah, should still have enough for first down if you go by where the flag is. That's a 21-yard scoot for Drew. Gonna net 10, but it's still gonna be a first down. Boy, Drew's making some good reads tonight on that read option.
It'll be a first down for Paris.
That he is.
After the mark off, it will be placed at the 20-yard line where they'll put it in.
Yeah, pay no attention to the screen. It is the third quarter. There's 4:48 left in it.
All right, Burns in the backfield with Rogers now. 2 receivers wide each side. No pressure from Olney at the moment here. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself again.
That time Carter Krippus out there at the left spot, left wide receiver, had his guy engaged, let him go before the flag could be called, and it's going to be first and goal Tigers. 13 more for Drew.
Wonder what his biggest rushing game is.
That's going to be close.
I bet it is.
He's at the 69 yards now on 8 totes.
First and goal from the 7, drops the ball, picks it up, and dives forward just shy of the end zone.
He's at the 1. He's earned it this time. I say let him have it again, right?
Why not? 3:47 to go here in the third. Paris in no hurry. They want to get the right play picked here with a second and goal from the 1.
Yeah, we got Burns back there with him, so either quarterback draw or hand the ball off to number 4. He knows how to find the end zone as well.
Down to 3, 2. Fakes it, keeps it himself, and dives in for the score.
There was no way he was handing that football off that time. He didn't get within a yard of Burns. He kept that and well-deserved touchdown.
Will Moody, though, blocking on that play. Go back and watch that again. He had his guy backed up clear down there to the goalpost.
Yeah, Will does a great job from that center position, creating holes.
Number 11, Ty King in to attempt the point after from Paris.
Ty King now to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 14-0, Tigers on top, 3:12 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
.312 to go. Appreciate all the messages that our scoreboard was kind of frozen. It technology for you. It just did a.
It's idiot operator error is what it is.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Not going to blame the computer anymore. The idiot operator here.
Let's be real. That's me.
I got the camera. Blame Jeff tonight.
But happy drive that time.
I showed him
Tigers-
how to fix it, so you can't.
You did.
No excuse now.
You did. A little Geek Squad help.
That's right.
Yeah, fumble on their first possession. Didn't hurt anything. Tigers get it back and march convincingly down the field that time.
Bouncing kickoff, picked up around the 25-yard line and return out short of the 35. Well, I only know that trick because Mr. Nathan Bell showed me how to do it.
Yeah, he's bailed us out of I don't know how many spots.
He has. Sometimes the cell signal drops a little bit, and if the scoreboard doesn't have a good enough signal, it just freezes. And then nothing you click on there will sync with the YouTube feed. It's kind of odd. Olney kind of bunched up this time. They're going to hand it to McKinley. He's hit twice in the backfield and still gains about 4 yards.
Yeah, first time we called his name this half, coming off a 15-carry first half. He's going to pick up 4 on that one.
Yeah, they kind of took to the air for a little while. They were trying to change things up a little bit. Now he's back in the shotgun again with Beard. 2 slots to the right side this time. And that's the direction they're going to run it. Instead, he goes up the middle, makes a guy miss, gets a first down.
McKinley on the carry will have enough for an Olney Tiger. It'll be first and 10 for Olney from their own 46-yard line.
He was their whole offense in the first half. It's surprising he didn't touch the ball until almost 10 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, and there's really nothing between him and the end zone except for Drew Rogers. Made a nice open field tackle there.
Short gain for him that time. Brought down by Curl and Evan Ramsey.
Call it a gain of 2 on the play. Bring 2nd and 8 for Olney from their own 48-yard line.
2nd and 8. Ball marked just shy of the 48-yard line of Olney. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter.
Yeah, not recipe for coming back quickly. Olney just running the football now. They've got to eventually put the ball in the air.
McKinley again right up the middle and hit immediately by the Tigers. Turns into a scrum and the officials will blow the whistle.
McKinley up the gut and is met by a wall of Paris Tigers number 68. Talon Beard.
Give him a couple there. Gets up to the 50-yard line. 3rd and a long 6. They'll send twins each side. McKinley in the backfield with Beard. Takes a snap, looking to his right. He's got time to throw. Throws it in the grass, and it's a catch.
Beard's pass is caught there by number 80, Derek Steele. That'll be enough for an Olney Tiger.
Yeah, 9-yard completion. Every completion thus far for Beard has come to this right side.
That was a good catch, though. That ball was just
that was
inches from the grass.
Absolutely.
Down to the Paris 41, under a minute to play in the third. Beard rolls out to his right. Completed, number 11. And the Tigers stand him up. Nolan Seals on the reception.
Yeah, stays in bounds. Clock continues to run under a half a minute here in the third quarter.
Ends up being a gain about 2. Is he positive yet on yardage, Seals?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
They give him 7 on that one. He's up to 21.
All right. 2nd and about 4. Hand to McKinley up the middle.
Yeah, we have enough for a first. That'll be it.
They stopped the clock at 1.6 seconds to mark off the first down. And that will be the last play of the quarter.
4 fingers go up on the Paris Tiger sideline as we head to the fourth quarter.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for Olney at the Paris 30, trailing the Tigers by 14. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
One more quarter to go. 12 minutes on the clock. Olney driving the ball down the field with 1st and 10 at the Paris 30-yard line.
Yeah, time for the Paris defense to stiffen here. Keep the Olney Tigers off the scoreboard. Don't give them any hope of coming back in this one.
You can't get lazy now. You let them score, they're only down 1.
Absolutely.
And that's one score. That's a big different game here.
And as much as we put it on the ground tonight, that's a very surmountable lead.
Beard pass out. It's complete down the sideline. They're going to pick up about 7 or 8 here. Dirks Weiler on the catch. Knocked out by Carrick Mason Vitale.
His first grab of the night for 6 yards.
Ball down around the 24-yard line. Beard hands it off to McKinley up the middle, and he'll pick up close to the first down. It is a first down.
He's up to 71 yards on 21 carries. Been the main source of offense for Olney. But the hits are starting to pile up on him now. You can see him starting to dance before he puts his head down and tries to pick up as much as he can.
Tigers showing pressure. Man in motion. They give the sweep to him. The Tigers read it, can't get him with the first man. Fall down. The Tigers get it back.
Fumble on the play, and guess who recovered it? Calvin Rigdon. Man, he's got a nose for that football.
We do have an injured Olney Tiger on the ground out there. Nolan Seals, the one that fumbled. He is shaken up, and they're going to check him out down there.
Yeah, he bent in a way you're not supposed to, that's for sure, on that fumble. Probably had a lot to do with the ball coming out.
Yeah, he's up on his feet, and they're going to help him off here. Smacking himself in the helmet. Might have been his pride hurting more than anything.
It's a big break for the Tigers this time. Olney was driving. Had the momentum on their side, at least at the end of that third quarter into this fourth.
Now they are in the driver's seat. A long, sustained drive here. You put another score on, and you can pretty much start the bus.
Yeah, that's for sure.
A quick 3 and out, you're not out of the woods. So a big drive here for the Tigers. A fake, double move, wide open. Oh! In and out of the belly of Calvin Rigdon.
Calvin usually sure-handed, had that one go through the mitts.
Rogers gave the pump fake. The double move was there.
Yeah, Drew can spin it, that's for sure. They had no problem carrying that ball 25 yards in the air.
Staying aggressive. We talked about how important this drive was. The Tigers were going after a quick score there.
Yeah, like I said, steady dose of Mason Burns right here.
Rogers tries to keep it. Gains a couple up the middle.
Give Drew a couple more and puts him up over 80. He's at 81 yards on the night. Our leading rusher.
I've never seen him near 100. That's impressive. This time he gives it to Burns.
Nice cut back.
Oh, there's a flag.
And another one. He's gone to the house, too. Oh, gun it. That's just what number 4 can do. Mason can house it on any play. Him and Calvin both can house it any time. Tigers, of course, he's probably open because of the hold, but looks like a personal foul at the end of the play by Olney. A
Face mask.
So nothing happened, right?
Yep.
Except,
offset. Play again.
Yeah, except Mason just ran 70 yards, and he's gassed.
Oh, my.
Well, that was a dagger if it wasn't for the penalty. So replay second down. Or, excuse me, replay third down.
Yep.
I'm with you, Beach. I'm in the court of just keeping the ball on the ground, let the clock run. If we have to punt it away, we have to punt it away, but make them tackle us before we gain 8. Nothing free here.
Fake to curl. Pass deep down the field. Intercepted. That's as good as a punt right now.
That pass is intercepted by the freshman, JJ.
So an interception for Olney gives him possession down to the 30-yard line. But if that's incomplete,
We can't. I mean, we'd have a hard time punting it that far into this wind.
you ask Roush to kick it from the 20-yard line. He's not going to kick it down to the opposite 30. We've seen that tonight in this wind.
On the Paris 29-yard line.
The ball's just going to hang up in the air and then take a funky bounce. So 9:43 on the clock. Olney now, they've got to get into hurry-up mode.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job of eating much time off that clock that time, just 57 seconds.
Fake to McKinley, pass wide open. Good open field tackle for the Tigers.
Yeah, good job that time by Calhoun, or excuse me, by Quinn Williams, because there was nothing but green grass behind.
Ends up being a gain of about 6, 7.
Gain of 7 on the play will bring up 2nd and 3 for Olney from the Paris 36.
Twins each side again. Beard, quick pass out again.
Beard's starting to find a rhythm now. That's his 5th straight completion.
Oh, you're kidding me. Unsportsmanlike on us. That's going to go on Quinn.
I think a lot of that stems from the last play. Quinn was jawing with the fellas on the sideline. For Olney, just cannot have that happen. And all that, completion to Weiler. Good for 7, then he tacked 15 onto that. Everything's going Olney's way here in this 4th quarter, except for the scoring.
Except for the score, yeah. Hand off to McKinley up the middle. And get maybe a yard there. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, we'll call it 9.
Be generous to call it 9. Yeah, they're going to move it up a little bit there. 8:33 on the clock. Tigers are going to bring a little pressure from the right side. Beard scrambles, gets out of the pocket, floats it up, and it's complete for a first down.
His pass complete
What are the odds on that one?
Derek Steele.
He's feeling it right now, I'm telling you, Beach.
That'll be enough for an Olney Tiger. First and 10 Olney.
8:11 on the clock.
30-yard line.
We'll keep referring to the clock. That's our best friend right now.
Well, I thought he could have ran for a ton of yardage. He faked that run and just basically did a fadeaway pass. That's 7 completions in a row.
Over the middle's complete again.
Make it 8.
Beard's pass is complete.
Oh, there's a flag back here, probably a hold.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it is.
Holding on Olney.
Well, the way Tigers are bringing the pressure, that can cause some of those holding penalties. They've been getting to Beard and flushing him out of the pocket tonight.
Yeah, Beard just rifled that pass into traffic, though, on a line. Caught, but to no avail. It's probably just like a shooter. I haven't been in that zone, but they call it the zone, and he's in it right now. He's completing everything he throws.
Paris 39-yard line.
All right, ball at the Paris 39, 1st and 19, 7:52 on the clock. Rolls out.
For Olney from the Paris 24-yard line.
2nd and 4 now from the Paris 24, 7:13 to go. Long snap count to McKinley up the middle. Only gets a few.
And Sean McKinley, number 88 on the carry on the middle drop.
Brinkerhoff there again on the tackle.
Run down there by number
Yeah, it's a first down, though, for Olney. 77 yards on 23 carries for McKinley tonight.
Got an even 7 minutes on the clock. 1st and 10 at the Paris 19. Out of the shotgun. McKinley back there with Beard. Beard rolling to his left. Looking in the end zone. A little short. Oh, he still caught the ball.
Beard's pass complete.
Well, they got a connection going now. Does Beard and Weiler.
Lost the ball. Batted up in the air. Was able to grab it and go to the ground.
We have 2nd and 2 for Olney. From the Paris
Making a gain of 8.
Screen pass out to number 8 again. Shy of the end zone. Down around the 1.
Beard again to number 8. Dirks Weiler. Brought down there by number 15.
Great connection with Weiler at the moment.
It's 10 passes in a row, 10 completions in a row.
For Olney.
And you got to know it's going to be McKinley here.
It is. In for the score. 5:55 on the clock.
For a touchdown. Number 88, Chase John McKinley.
That was a surgical strike that time from Olney.
They just ripped through the Tiger defense all the way down the field.
Number 30, Brody Runyon in to attempt the point after.
Now the lineup for the extra point attempt. The kick is up and it's good.
Runyon's extra point attempt is up and good, and at the 5:55
It's 14-7, 5:55 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years.
New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Tigers up by 7. 5:55 to go in the game. They got the hands team, everybody up, waiting for the onside kick.
71-yard scoring drive that time for Olney, and it was a quick strike.
Yeah, squib kick up the middle. Rogers is going to go fall on it.
Smartly.
Yep.
He chased that ball down for a good 15 yards.
Heads up play there by Drew, not trying to pick it up or do anything with it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Beej. At the timeout, if Mason, all need to see a heavy dose of Mason Burns right here.
Three receivers to the left. Curl in the backfield with Rogers.
Yeah, or Ethan Curl, either way.
Take that.
Or Drew.
Rogers going to keep it. It's going to pick up 9 or 10 here.
Got to value that football, though. That's really the only way that Olney can get back and have a chance to tie this game up is if we give it back to them.
Yep. 1st and 10. We got to milk that play clock here a little bit too, I think, on this drive.
I'm with you on that. 92 yards rushing for Drew.
Play clock at 12. Rogers fakes the handoff to Curl, keeps it himself, picks up another 8 yards. Different side of Drew.
Yes, absolutely. And, it probably comes with confidence, right? He's coming off a couple of good games where he just managed it well, didn't force anything, didn't turn the football over at all, and just kind of steamrolls in it. Hey, I'm making good reads, and the coaches, I'm sure, are telling Matt in the film room that, hey, you're making good reads. Go with it, right?
Okay. Hand it off to Curl. He's going to be just shy of the first down.
This guy's got him right on it, which is enough for the first.
That's a good spot. That's a first down.
One tough yard of rushing for Ethan Curl gives him 19 on the night on 8 carries.
Curl
What's the first down?
He'll check out. Burns coming back in. 4.5 minutes to play in the game. 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line for the Tigers.
Great time for a 55-yard touchdown run.
Yeah,
never a bad time for it, but
now
it'd be a great one.
Hand off to Burns up the middle, spins, picks up about 5 yards. Getting ahead with the camera there again. Up to midfield. 2nd and 5. 3:55 to go. I'd like to see him running more time off the play clock, but they're in kind of a rhythm right now. You hate to mess that up too. Quick pass out to the right side to King. Down the sideline he goes.
He stayed in bounds. Flag on the
Another
play.
flag. Oh, man.
Well, it seems like if we get anything on the edge, it's a hold. And it's probably the reason for the big gain. The chains are already moving, so they're going to have to move back. And they just now realize it. Boy, Tigers went the first 3 quarters of this without a penalty, and now with personal foul here in the 4th, and then this big one that negated a 20-yard 20-plus yard run from King. Now it's going to be first down and 11.
Yeah, they've got the chains in the wrong spot.
Well, we started that at the 45. It's a spot foul, so the foul was at the 46. I think they've got it right. It shouldn't be first and 8, though.
No. Now they're going to change it to second down, but it shouldn't be second and 8.
No, it should be first and 11, right?
It'd be second and 11 because it was second down.
Correct. Yeah, second down.
The chains are way off the mark. Coaches are asking about it down there.
Meanwhile, here comes Burns picking up 7 of them.
Yeah, so he's like a yard shy of the first down instead of being 3 yards shy.
Clock's rolling, though, at 3. I'm with you, Beach. I don't see any reason to snap this before, 2 minutes and 35 on the game clock.
No, none at all.
We don't need to score anymore.
Rogers is back there talking to the official. Now Tigers get into position. Down to 5.
Yeah, only may have to start burning some timeouts here just to have a chance.
Tries to give it to Burns, loses his footing. He stood up, and he's going to be just shy of the first down.
We don't get the mark that time.
No.
Ball come out again. Now what do you do here, Beach? 4th down and short, ball's at midfield.
I say you go for it. And you put it in your boys' hands, oh, they're going to measure.
It's just a time or clock killer here.
Yeah.
There's no reason to measure that.
No, it's not even close.
So Drew, if he got his 100th yard, that would have been a first down for the Tigers and probably would have iced the game away. He didn't, though. Now they're going to measure. It's going to be 4th down and short for the Tigers. Rogers still in the field. See what Coach Claude decides to do here. We stopped in the first 3.5 quarters, but that last drive was pretty impressive from Olney. I'm with you. I don't really want to give the ball right back to them when they're hot.
He's got to be short, but it can't be more than a half a yard.
Mount Carmel on top of Casey now, 13-12 in the 4th quarter.
Well, coming back.
Robinson all over the Newton Eagles, 36-20 in the 3rd quarter.
Wow. I think they go for it. Like, you want to win the game? Make a point right here.
Yeah, and you put the ball in the breadbasket of your senior, right? Let Ethan Curl get that tough yard. He's struggled getting anything going tonight, but he's your horse, all right? He's your dog. Give it to him.
I would do the misdirection with they're going to do Burns back there with Burns and Curl. If Curl's back there by himself, they're going to expect him to get the ball. You got to let him key on 2 of them.
And the night that he's having, I wouldn't put it past Drew to keep it and get 5.
We got a hard count here, too.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to snap it here.
7 seconds. Call timeout.
We took a delay instead of a timeout. I don't understand that.
This official over here is calling timeout. And yeah, Rogers had been talking to that official before.
Yeah, he just got flag happy back there.
Yep.
He picked it up.
All right, so a timeout with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go. Tigers up by 7. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark Counties since 1950.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events.
Well, the play of the game so far for the Tigers coming up right here.
Gabe Roush not out there, so the Tigers are either going to look to draw them off or they're actually going to run a play.
49-yard line.
Hey, look. Down to 5 on the play clock. They give it to Curl, and he's got it. It's going to be a good mark here. I can tell where he's standing.
Right on. They're going to measure it again.
First down, not even a measurement.
Toughest yard of the night for Curl. His last 3 carries have went for 1 yard apiece. None bigger than that last one, though. 2 timeouts left for Olney, and that's their only chance in this one.
And timeout called by Olney with 1:57 on the clock. We'll take another quick one and be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Biggest play of the game for the Tigers, and they got the job done on 4th and 1. Ethan Curl with a yard gain. Gives us a fresh set of downs. Less than 2 minutes to play. 1st and 10.
Just a little bit too much time for the victory formation for the Tigers. Olney still has a timeout left, so this one's not over.
Hand off to Curl, running strong up the middle.
Both big mitts are wrapped completely around that football. No way that's getting pulled out.
Olney trying to call another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1. And Paris will be looking at a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, quick update from Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel in the 4th quarter has taken the lead over Casey 13-12. Other score, Robinson all over the Newton Eagles 36-20.
Newton having a rough year.
That they are. You know, you look at our conference, and yes, we got a lot of, we got 2/3 good teams at the top, but at the bottom, you also got 2 or 3 teams that are down there in the cellar as well, and just nothing in between, really. I mean, that's where we're living right now. But you either have great teams or you have, teams on down years. But we're just stuck right there in that middle and picking up these wins, like we are. We're going to sneak into that playoffs, provided we can hold on here and win next week at Robinson. Doesn't matter how you get in. Whether you sneak in or come in the front door, it doesn't matter. We just may have a long trip ahead of us in week 10. And I'm okay with that.
That's right. Shotgun again here for Rogers. Burns almost lost the ball. Wow, did you see him running backwards, trying to catch that thing as he was going? Still picked up a few yards.
I don't know if they got some canola oil down here in Richland County or what, but man, Tigers are just having a god-awful time at keeping their mitts on the ball tonight.
So it'll be 3rd and 3, 1:41 on the clock. Ball on the Olney 41-yard line, and I think that's their last timeout. They can't stop the clock again.
So if we get 4 yards here, the game is definitely over.
Yes.
But We've been having a hard time moving the football here in this fourth quarter.
Well, we've got 2 downs to do it. You run one, even if you don't get it, run another 20-some seconds off the clock.
Yeah,
You're going to have it down near a minute when they get it with no timeouts.
Yeah, and if we go for it twice, like you said, it's going to be a tall order for them to come back. But I wouldn't want to give Beard another chance here, as hot as he is.
Absolutely. They're just now hitting their stride. The wind seems to have died down a little bit here late in the game as well. Rogers loses it, gets it back. Be dropped for a big loss here. Another bad snap / fumble for the Tigers tonight.
Brought down there by a host of Tigers.
Boy, just what you don't want right there. Luckily, we recovered it, 'cause they would have definitely had.
I was thinking 4th and 2 or something if we didn't get a first down there. Now looking at 4th and
Forever.
12. Ball on the 50-yard line. You don't want to give it back to them here. They're going to be under a minute when we snap the ball. We may just wait and call a timeout here.
Yeah, let the clock run down to 1, and then you'll run Gabe Roush out there to pin him deep. That's the only play you've got, right?
I think so. You don't want to give it to them at midfield. And that's exactly what they do. They call a timeout with no time on the clock. 49.8 seconds left in the game. And that's where we're sitting with a 4th and 12 at the 50-yard line. We'll go ahead and, you want to take another quick break too then? And
We can do that.
All right, we'll be right back in about 30 seconds here on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Under 50 seconds to play, 49.8, and like you called it there, Jeff, Roush coming out on the field to do the punting duties.
Now, what you cannot have here is a snap sail over his head.
Oh, no.
So all the pressure's on the snapper here, as well as Roush to get it away.
Good snap.
Good kick.
Yep. Fair catch called. Back at the 15-yard line. Maybe a little closer. Momentum at the 17.
Yep, saving as much time as you can there was Olney. When I run a play that's going to get you 5 yards, but 8 seconds off the clock.
Yep, 43.2 on the clock.
No timeouts for Olney, so see how hot Beard stays.
Carter Krippus coming in as an extra defensive back. First and 10 for Olney at their own 17-yard line. 43.2 seconds. McKinley in the backfield with Beard. Tigers in the pre-fit defense. Put a little pressure on Beard with a 3-man rush. They get him.
Ooh. Nothing doing. Carson Coleman there.
Up on the ball, running no huddle. Trying a quick snap. Or a spike and the flag. They weren't set.
No, they weren't set. They weren't even back across the line yet.
So they managed to gain a couple yards. And that's going to bounce them back 5 and make it second and about 13.
Fifth penalty of the night against the Olney Tigers, and they're winding the game clock. Trying to, at least. Now they go.
Got it. Down to 23 seconds. Send a man in motion. Beard rolling to his right. Launches it down the field. Incomplete. Off the hands of the Tigers. Stops the clock with 9.6 seconds.
That breaks the string of 10 straight for Beard. They lost 6 or 7 seconds just trying to get that play in.
They did. And bringing the guy in motion just eats more time.
Yeah, didn't realize the clock was still running. It's just step back and see how far you can throw it, right?
Pretty much. Hail Mary time.
Tigers are not in prevent.
Hook and ladder. There it is.
That's a fumble. That's a fumble.
That's a fumble. Pick it up, guys. Burns picks it
Mason,
up.
get in there, Mace. He did.
In for the score. How about that? You go from 14 to 7, only trying to tie the game up, and now on the scoreboard it's going to look lopsided.
Yeah, definitely not the performance that the Paris Tigers wanted anyway, but made the right plays at the right time and are going to escape here with a 20-7 win. No extra point needed here.
That'll be your final score. Paris 20 and Olney 7. We'll take a break and be back with a post-game show, some final stats, and perhaps a chat with the coach right after this on the Paris Sports Network.
Farm Credit Illinois is a proud supporter of the Paris Tigers athletes and the surrounding farm families. Farm Credit blocks appraisal costs and lender fees and defends our borrowing members with free repricings as the market allows. Farm Credit helps farmers score with annual cash patronage. Team up with a cooperative helping farm families succeed and let us help lead your agricultural business to victory. Best of luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Welcome back to Olney. One more time for the post-game show here on the Paris Sports Network. 20-7, your final score. I don't think you could have scripted it quite the way it ended up there, Jeff, with the hook and ladder there for the fumble, the return for the touchdown. I was beginning to wonder there. We were really strategizing. We can't give them, this one more drive. They're going to tie the game, and then it ends up being 20-7. So,
yeah, absolutely. Boy, between both schools, the ball was on the ground just in an inordinate amount of time. Tigers coming up with the big one there at the end to seal it. Really, all they had to do was stop them from going 70 yards on one play. But irregardless, they ended up scoring and coming away with a 2-touchdown victory on the road to move to 4-3 on the season and 3-2 in the Little Illini Conference. Run down some stats. First off, for the Olney Tigers, Beard was 13 out of 22, including 10 straight completions in that fourth quarter for 93 yards. Leading the way receiving was Weiler with 6 grabs for 55. Also Seals with 4 catches for 16. And Steele with 2 for 19. We'll get that pair of stats as soon as we talk to Coach Claude.
all right, Coach, thanks for coming up, and congratulations, over 500 again. That's where we wanted to be.
You got it. And I told our kids, we warned them all week that you can't look at the record.
Right.
You got to look at matchups. You can't look at the record. And I mean, that's a team a week ago that went out and put 20 on Mount Carmel in meaningful minutes. It wasn't at the end of the game or those type of things. And the back, he was a concern of ours going into it. 88. He's only been playing running back for about 3 games now. And they've gotten better and better. He went off for 23 and 167 yards against Mount Carmel's one defense last week. So he was a concern, and their offensive line is big. But I thought our kids hung in there, did a really nice job defensively. Minus a couple of plays, I couldn't really be more proud of them. We had the penalty down here, and we can't do those things, obviously. Right. And that'll get righted and corrected. But I'm proud of our kids because we didn't talk about the scoreboard. We never do. We said the goal was to come down here, play as efficient and as good as we possibly could play, and then get out of here still in control of our own destiny. And that's what we are. We're still very much alive and very much in control of our own destiny. And not that there wasn't some really good things offensively. We got some holding penalties, took away some explosive plays on the perimeter that, it's hectic out there sometimes. And we just got to stay inside and in front and move our feet better. But I thought we made plays when we needed to make plays. So from that standpoint, offensively, a lot of cleaning up to do, but we found a way to win the game. And I'll tell you this, sophomore kid who started punting for us in this year, we go tight punt there, and, he's got to get that thing off, and he gets a nice one off, makes them fair catch it, which gives them a long field they got to go to in under a minute. So, kudos to him.
Yeah, a lot of guys stepping up. I think way back to the first half before we scored the touchdown and that stop on 4th down. And it's just those little moments in the game that when they had to step up, they got the job done.
Yeah, and we had some, some drives. We had things there, and we had some drop balls, or we had a penalty that put us in jail and what have you. And then we go and make a play and get a block punt, and that sets up that first score. The block punt was huge. And then, we thought we might get rolling a little bit there, but we got to be more consistent offensively, no question. But some good balls were thrown, some nice catches. I thought our offensive line did a pretty good job. They were stunting and kind of coming inside based off some of the things we do formationally, and we tried to adjust a little bit to that at the half. But give them credit. Their kids are still playing really hard at 0-6 and now 0-7, but their kids are still playing hard. So tip your cap to them, and we'll be happy to get on the bus and go home after a victory over the 500 record and try and get locked in for another road game next week.
Now we head back down to Robinson.
We do, yep.
Next week?
Yep,
All
chasing number 5. So let's go get eligible. That's the baby. It's nice to talk about that. Rather not have to be talking about it right now, but that's where this team is at.
Yep.
And that's who we are. So embrace it, and let's go try and get win number 5 and get eligible in a week.
All right, Coach. Well, have a safe trip home, and good luck next week.
You guys, too. Appreciate you. Go Tigers.
All right, thank you. Tiger head coach Jeremy Klopfelder checking in with us again. As always, we appreciate his time after the contest. Jeff?
All right.
I'm about ready to head home here. What are our final pair of stats
I'm with you. Let's do pairs. All right. Leading the way on the ground for us was Drew Rogers. He was within a yard of 100. Lost 9 on that fumbled snap for 90 yards total on 14 carries. Mason Burns, 10 carries for 34 yards. Ethan Curl also with 10 carries for 26. Ty King had 1 carry for 0 yards, and Calvin Rigdon with the big 43-yard touchdown run. He'll end the night with 45. Drew Rogers threw 1 interception on the evening, total 105 yards through the air. Ty King, 2 grabs for 64. Ethan Curl, 2 grabs for 29. Robert Wells hauled in 1 for 5. And Carrick Vitale had 1 catch for 7.
All right, that does it for us here tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. And of course, everybody for watching at home. For Jeff Chambers, I'm BJ Pheasant, and you've been watching Paris Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.